Hi, and welcome to my mental monologue. I am your host, Shelby Lee Kiles. Today I'm going to be talking about missing something, missing things in our lives, feeling like we're abandoned and about these things. Yes, missing something, missing the mark, coming up short, you know, being left behind. These type of things have to be discussed because that's where we are. We're all missing something. We're missing that target, and we're probably never going to hit it unless we have help or some kind of. It's hard to say why we all miss this mark, but it has to be something that comes deep within. Looking for something constantly in the past by trying to discover something new that we've forgotten, something that we linger on to, sitting pondering about people, friends, loved ones, and wondering what went wrong. How come they're not a part of our lives anymore? Like an old person sitting in a nursing home, waiting for family members to come by, family that we've raised and brought up, and ultimately feeling sad. They don't come visit no more. They don't want to see us. Feel like a monster, a creature, some kind of miserable demon that haunts us in our memories. But we can't stop forgetting the past, the things that we miss doing, the things we miss saying, the people we miss saying those things to, and finding things that they wrote down, things that make us ponder, were we right in whatever relationship we had? Are we the one with the problem that's separating ourselves from these people? Are we the ones missing something bigger in life? Trying to figure out the knowledge in a Rubik's Cube at the same time saying to hell with it. I'll never figure it out. It's just complicated how people come up missing every day in our lives, and no one takes the time to see and venture to find that person. And if they do they talk to them again? Do they socialize, or do they just observe from far away, trying to see if that person is still functioning without them? Trying to linger on the things we can't understand anymore. Trying to find that connection in life that has to do with a single thought. Can I do this? Will I be able to get over my sadness, my loss, and my pain? Is there any other way to find a better way to connect with someone? Can we reach out just by talking? Or are we missing something bigger? Kids have it in a different way. They don't have the burdens of the reality, the burdens of bills, taxes, trying to work a job, but yet they have the burden of trying to understand, trying following footsteps, torches passed down, and still feel lost and lonely and alone in the shadows of somebody bigger than them, and not be able to say, hey, where's my time to rise up, come up those steps, and take a leap of faith? How can we do this without making ourselves feel held back? We can just wander around in life searching for something we might never find, finding the loneliness of not having that loved one near us, being close but yet still divided by some kind of invisible force. Understand the other person's mind, and then our minds tell us to give up. Like, why'd I bother? Why'd I even try? Love is hard and difficult. It can be painful. It can make worry come about, along with some doubt, crushing to the man's mind, warping reality inside his soul every day. And then we just feel depressed, despair. We'll end up coming on a toilet, sitting there, pondering like why with our pants down looking like a fool, of all the mistakes we did in life, rubbing our head thinking, I'm an idiot, I'm a moron, I'm going to be one until I can get what I'm missing in life. We lose a lost one, and we wonder what our lives would be like if we lived up to what they wanted us to do. We wish they had them back because they were the person that made us feel most alive, kept us smiling, kept us happy and together. The internet's worse because you're online thinking you're making a true connection, something that might last, but yet you never truly meet and it never truly feels real. And so you sit there trying to entertain yourself with no true joy in your heart, but just pretending, letting people see something that isn't truly you. Because you're lost, you don't got the same desires they do. Even children look at their mothers nowadays. They be on the internet doing things a kid doesn't approve of. The kid keeps silent. Instead, he watches, wondering why. This is so compelling to their mothers, to their older sisters, aunts, grandmothers, and it makes the boy feel ashamed, not understanding how he could love a woman when the women in his life he already loved are miserable at heart. It feels like betrayal to the individual who cares the most. And yet, men are supposed to live to a certain standard, a standard of trying to face reality in a world that doesn't accept any man, a world that changed to fit reality for women to shoot that goal, for women to make that mark but miss as well and, and get embarrassed by people in society. But the internet is their salvation, and they constantly go there looking for hope, getting attention, getting things they need from obsessed guys or guys that are just admirers. But how many of them are truly the one, the good guy that they really want, and they overlook them just for money, just for that attention. But they have to search constantly through things, trying to find what they want: lovers, family, children, and they take their role, and they always come in the gutter because nothing can truly stay together when you're lost and you don't have no direction. It's like guys get together in groups and they celebrate the winning team and what they're gonna do. But when their team loses, it like took their hopes away, their joy, make them go, why? What the hell is going on? Why is this guy doing this to us? And then women just whole life is on the internet, and when they're done getting off of it, they're miserable, thinking about that one they loved and lost, and how they can't connect in the real world. They can't approach men no more. So they get miserable, lay in bed, watching things like Murder, She Wrote, Judge Judy, and Maury Povich. And then they wake up to an alarm and it says, what the hell? I gotta get reality back. So they start going through their bills, trying to pay, realizing they overspent on so many useless things: shoes, clothing, and then they just say, I need a man because how can I live? And store the goal and miss every single time. It's like going back to that family home you had and realizing it's been destroyed. The thing that brought so much comfort. Most people go back, because their parents are alive, they can't handle reality, so they go to where it was good, where the memories were best, and a forgotten family system that is no longer part of the real world, trying to find a way to get that feeling they had when they were younger back. But ultimately, it helps push them back further into something that might bring them to the comfortability of reality, a sense of missing the mark. It's just like ultimate destruction, destroying your memories, destroying your hopes and dreams. taking away all memories you had of a joyful life and a happy family and a great childhood. But that childhood is forever gone. It's just the fantasy and the illusion of being a child when you were happy. You try to celebrate your birthday like you did when you were a child. Tons of friends and lovers, but no one seems to care. Year after year, you're alone, picking at your memories of when your dads that love their children and they never see them. Like a man who's had a dog and missed him because he was the best friend. But dogs have forgotten too. They're missing something, their natural instincts of nature, the wolf inside of them all, just to become human, a baby dog for some girl who's lonely and miserable. It's not a good life for a dog, nor is it for those who are miserable and have dogs. But yet we must understand that we are not missing the big picture. We're missing a connection that all humans need. That old thing that gets us together and says we love and understand each other. The thing I believe that we're all missing as a man is that of prayer, of having devotion to a God. We're missing that connection that mankind has had with God since the beginning, and we need it back. There's no other way around it. Without God, we have problems. And understand that the whole world in His hands. And that's a big thing to do. And we're part of that world, and we're in His hands. It's better than going and walking in the storm by yourself, trying to way out of the storm, trying to find help or rescue from anybody, just going it alone, damning yourself, torturing yourself. And that's why we need someone that can come and put control of our life, someone that can guide us to a path where we're not in a blizzard or storm or a hurricane, suffering to cling on, feeling like we're trapped in a bottle all the time. No matter what we do, we can't get out. And there's no way to get us out. We're just all the time stuck without a purpose, without something that can show us the way out. And this is why we need strength in other places, places that normal people don't want to go. And this is where we have to come to a sense that the world isn't the way we're putting it to be. And we're the only ones holding ourselves things. We're the only ones holding ourselves back, but we have to break free. We have to break out of our reality, our traps, our bubble, our cage, and open into a whole new world of positivity, a world of strength, a world that can block out that stuff that's missing in our lives and fill it with joy, happiness, with comfort and positivity. The Bible can open the world to a whole bunch of opportunities and give that positivity to us. It can change the world if we just put our faith in the right places. We will find the thing we're missing, all of us, and we won't be missing too much anymore. We can unite under the same cause. Get rid of the darkness in the city, destroy it all, and bring joy and a paradise of happiness and brightness for all. Peace be with you all, and blessings upon you always. Thank you for listening.